Hello, 8th standard CBSE children. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Today we are going to do video number 15. Video number 15, chapter 10, as reaching the age of adolescence, where I have given the heading Role of Hormone Part 3. I hope you are ready. Huh? Just to be ready. So we say role of hormone part 3, lesson under reaching the age of adolescence. And yesterday we have done as menstruation, menarche and menopause. Then role of the hormone, sex hormone, testosterone and estrogen. Yeah. And then we were talking about progesterone. I hope you remember that. Now we come across, we were learning about sex determination. Yeah. In that, the sex chromosomes. We were talking about sex chromosomes. Is it not? Now in human, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. In human, 23 pairs of chromosomes has 22 pairs as autosome and 1 pair as sex chromosome. Right? Now these 22 pairs, they are called autosomes. And this one chromosome, sex chromosome, it is called allosome. I hope you are listening. I say in human 23 pairs of chromosome, and that 23 pairs it is represented as 22 pairs autosomes and 1 pair sex chromosome allosome. Okay. Now these autosomes and allosome, we say 23 pairs. Every part of the body is made up of cell. Is it not? I hope you know that cell is the structural and functional unit of life. That we know. Okay. And that cell, the nucleus, will contain 23 pairs of chromosomes. And in that, this 23rd pair allosome or the sex chromosome will function only at the time of reproduction, only at the time of gamete formation. Okay, so that allosome or sex chromosome will take part or will function only at the time of reproduction, that too during gamete formation. I hope you understand. And that gamete formation, where it will undergo the cell division meiosis. The cell division meiosis will occur during the time of gamete formation. I hope you are listening. Now in human, we say sexes are separate. So we say human exhibit sexual dimorphism. Human exhibit sexual dimorphism, where this is sexual dimorphism, where female chromosome is represented by XX. Female represented by XX and male chromosome by XY. I hope you understand. Then female is represented by the symbol like this and male is represented by the symbol like this. Okay. So normally every time in a higher class female male we just write male female symbol like this, male symbol like this. Okay. So now we say the parental What is it? Parent, we say during sexual reproduction, both the parents are involved. Nama reproduction in animals chapter 9 la padicholya. During during sexual reproduction, both the parents are involved, and there is gamete formation. Yeah. So this is parental female parent. This is male parent. I hope you follow. Now this female parent will produce the gamete X, and male parent will produce the gamete, two types possible, X, Y. Same way, gamete possible on the X. So in the X on the I hope you understand. So during gamete formation, X gamete will be formed, and that this X with this X will be XX, and this X and this X will be XY. Same way, it may be with this X as XX, and with this it may be XY. Now this is female, this is female, this is male, this is male. That is how sex is determined. Now the sex hormones, as I said, they are, as in male it is testosterone, and in female it is estrogen. Now these hormones, they take part in the formation of the gametes as male and female. During male gamete formation, it is called spermatogenesis, and during ovum formation, it is known as oogenesis. Right? So for the development of ovary, estrogen is taking part. That is the primary sex organ. I hope you follow. So this is sex determination in man. Are you clear? And as I said, it is autosome and allosome. They are not given in our textbook, but you should learn. So then we come across a term as secondary sexual character. This is we come across as secondary sexual character. What do we know? What I said yesterday, I have given a brief introduction. Secondary sexual characters. Right? Whereas primary, they are development of the sex organ and then production of gametes. Whereas secondary sexual characters, other than along with the changes in the primary sex organ, there are some characters changes during puberty. Another term we come across that we will learn now. Okay. Now this secondary sexual character in male, it is changes in the voice. The voice box on the person. Changes in the voice, and then with development of hands all over the body. Okay, that is and development of mustache, beard and mustache. There are the appearance or the secondary sexual characters. Okay, whereas in female, this development of breast and development of hands and armpit and groin. Armpit in the position below the shoulder, hand, and groin at the junction of the hip and the thigh region. That is groin portion, where the development of hands will be formed. Distribution of hands will be there. That is as secondary sexual characters. Okay. So as a result of reproduction in man, in human, first primary sexual characters and then secondary sexual characters are formed. I hope you understand. So just to recollect that is what I said now. And secondary sexual characters that is given in our textbook as you understand? Primary and secondary sexual characters we are talking about. Yeah? As development of sex organs and secondary sexual characteristics. We are talking about it. Right? Then, as the hormones in male secrete that stimulate testes and in female ovary to produce the hormones testosterone and estrogen. Right? What I said? Male on the testosterone, female on the estrogen. Right? Now this leads to the development of the sex organs. And testosterone and estrogen cause further changes in other parts of the body, leading to the development of features called secondary sexual characters. Right? And they are different in boys and girls. That is male and female. That is what we say human exhibits sexual dimorphism. Morphism external feature. Yeah. So sexual dimorphism. Right? So the male hormone testosterone is responsible for the changes that occur in boys. I repeat, the male hormone testosterone is responsible for the changes that occur in boys. Okay. Now the testosterone causes growth and development of male sex organs, that is testes and other accessory part of the reproductive system, which develop fully during puberty. Next we will come across the term puberty. Right? Now the testes become capable of producing sperm cells, that is formation of gametes. Right? These sperms are sometimes released during sleep also. So that are higher class left and right? Then development of secondary sexual characters that we see is the shoulders become broader in male. The shoulders become broader and muscles develop. Bodybuilder chalula. Testosterone causes growth of facial and body hair. I repeat, testosterone causes growth of facial and body hair. Right? It also causes growth of larynx, that is voice box. Larynx or voice box, so that it becomes bigger than it is in the girls. Right? Now the voice breaks and becomes deeper. Voice change on the voice nalla theriyum. So the voice breaks and becomes deeper. So the voice change is seen in girls also, but it is not that much significant. Then this changes, it is called Adam's apple. In boys, it is known as Adam's apple. Just to recollect for a second. Changes in secondary sexual changes in boys. Just to recollect. Can you? So this is for secondary sexual characters in boys. Whereas in female, estrogen or in girls, estrogen causes the growth and maturation of female reproductive system. Estrogen causes the growth of and maturation of female reproductive system. It is necessary for the production of egg cells, that is ovum, by the ovary and their maturation. It acts on glands that produce vaginal secretion. Along with other hormone, it also controls menstrual cycle, which is explained. what is menstrual cycle that one you have to follow. சரியா? So that is for secondary sexual character, right? Then what we are learning here, one minute. What we are learning, we come across a term puberty and adolescence. Adavande ipo padipom oru nimisham. Just a minute. Body fitness strategy, drug and needs. That is okay. Then this secondary sexual characters that is appearing. Then we come across a term called puberty and adolescence. We come across a term puberty and adolescence. Puberty and adolescence. What do we know? When a person, boy or girl, attains maturity, and when the sex organ start functioning, that is called puberty. Right? The human body undergoes several changes during adolescence. These changes mark the onset of puberty. Right? Whereas adolescence, the period of life when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity is called adolescence. I repeat, the period of life when body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity is called adolescence. I hope you understand. And adolescence begins around the age of 11 and lasts up to 18 or 19 years of age. That is why we say these adolescents group of boys and girls, they are normally referred to as teenagers. What does it mean? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, teen. So they are as teenagers. I hope you follow. So that adolescence begins around the age of 11 and lasts up to 18 or 19 years of age. Since this period covers teens, adolescents are also called teenagers. And in girls, adolescence may begin a year or two earlier than boys. And also the period of adolescence varies from person to person. And that leads to puberty. So the human body undergoes several changes during adolescence. These changes mark the onset of puberty. I hope you understand. So this is for puberty. Then we come across another term, what is given here as puberty is a period in life during which a person reaches sexual maturity and becomes capable of reproduction. I repeat, puberty is a period in life during which a person reaches sexual maturity and becomes capable of reproduction. Whereas the period between childhood and adulthood is called adolescence. Right? So the period between childhood and adulthood is called adolescence. Right? Adolescence is a time of change during which a boy or girl gets ready to be an adult. I repeat, adolescence is a time of change during which a boy or girl gets ready to be an adult. Okay, and this stage is generally thought to be the age between 10 to 19. It's between 10 to 19. See the diagram. Going through adolescence. Here, growth during puberty. So, சின்ன வயசு அப்புறம் குழந்தை ஸ்கூலுக்கு கூட்டின்னு போகிறான். அப்பா பெரிய பொண்ணாக எடுத்து ஸ்கூலுக்கு கூட்டின்னு போகிறான். ஸோ the கேர்ளும் சேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கா, ஃபாதரும் சேஞ்ச் ஆயிடுச்சு இல்லையா. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் growth during puberty, right? So we come across a term as puberty and adolescence. I hope you follow this. So this is as physical changes during puberty. A number of changes are seen in boys and girls during puberty. As height in boys and girls. As 1 minute. Our booklet page number 113. Page number 113. Changes at puberty. First, increase in height. Changes at puberty. First one, increase in height. Right? So the most conspicuous change during puberty is the sudden increase in height. At this time, long bones, that is the bones of the arms and the legs, elongate and make a person tall. Right? So the calculation of that, it is given, there is a table in our textbook. As in page 114. In the table where and the age 8 இருந்து 18 வரைக்கும் இருக்கு. சரி, அதில் வந்து நார்மலாக ஃபுல் ஹைட்டு பாய்ஸ் வந்து எத்தனை பர்சன்டேஜ் போவா, கேர்ள்ஸ் எத்தனை பர்சன்டேஜ் போவான்னு this table you can refer to. Right? So calculation present height. Calculation the present height by percentage of full height at this stage as given in the chart into 100. The calculation வந்து நம்ம புக்ல ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடுத்துருக்கு. A boy is 9 years old and 120 centimeter tall. 9 years old, 120 centimeter tall. சரியா? So at the end of the growth period, he is likely to be. எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்ப? Present height வந்து 120 centimeter. Age வந்து அந்த இதுக்கு கொடுத்துருக்கிறது வந்து 75%. At the age of 9, பாய்ஸ்க்கு வந்து full height வந்து 75% வருவார் into 100. So that boy may reach up to 160 centimeter tall. I hope you follow. Can you just go through the table? We'll just continue. So we'll just continue that at puberty and during adolescence or due to adolescence, we find the following characteristics in both male and female. Yeah. Now what are the characteristics? First we say changes in height. We say changes in height, changes in body shape. 1 minute. Changes in height and changes in body shape. Okay? Changes in height, changes in body shape. Then voice change, that we name it as Adam's apple. Voice change, Adam's apple. And then sweat and sebum secretion. Increased activity of sweat and sebum secretion. I hope you are listening. What happens? Changes in height, as we said. What do we do? Changes in height. Normally, the height due to puberty, due to adolescence, the height can be calculated using a formula that changes in present height with the possible height in our textbook. Formula கொடுத்துருக்கேன், அதை follow பண்ணுங்க. Changes in calculation for full height, அது வந்து இந்த table. இந்த table என்ன சொல்லியிருக்குன்னா, this table provides percentage of full height for boys and girls age in years. normal age of 8 to 18, this puberty and adolescence. சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? ஸோ அப்போ அந்த 8 இயர்ஸில் நம்ம என்ன ஹைட் இருக்கும், and then 16 இயர்ஸில் எவ்வளவு ஹைட் பாசிபிள், that can be calculated. சரி, using the formula given here as present height by percentage of full height at this age. Percentage of full height at this age as given in the chart into 100. Okay, so it is given a person 120 centimeters tall, and his normal percentage, he is 9 years old. So the normal percentage is 75, and then we will calculate the full height. I hope you understand. So present height is given 120 centimeter, and at the age, the boy's age 9. So the 9 years of age, full percentage of full height is 75%. I hope you follow. So at the end of growth period, he is likely to be எவ்வளவு height இருப்பான் அதை calculate பண்ணணும். சரி, அது 120 by 75, அது வரும்போது normally 160 centimeter. இது மாதிரி நான் வேற ஏஜ் கொடுப்பேன், அந்த within 18 இயர்ஸ்ல வேற ஏஜும் பர்சன்டேஜும் கொடுத்தா you should know to calculate. I hope you understand. So this is for changes in height. Then change in body shape. Change in body shape. Now the boys will have broad shoulder, whereas female will have development of breast to the hip will become little broader. That normally we say change in the body shape. Change in body shape as broader and shoulder and wider chest. Boys have broader shoulder and wider chest. And this is because they have entered the age of puberty, when shoulders generally broaden and that is formed as a result of growth. Whereas in girls, the region below the waist and the hip becomes wider. Right? In boys, muscles of the body grow more prominently than in the girls. Whereas this change occurring in adolescent as boys and girls are different. First, change in height, then change in the body shape. Body shape வந்து ரெண்டு மெயினா பார்க்குறோம். ஒன்று என்னது, body become broader and wider in boys than the girls. Whereas girls வந்து hip will become broader. I hope you understand. The next one, changes in voice. That is voice change, that is called Adam's apple. That is mainly occurring in boys. Right? Now voice change, sometimes நம்ம boys சின்ன குழந்தைகள் பேசுறத ஒரு teenage voice change இருக்கும். Right? So at puberty, the voice box or the larynx. I repeat, at puberty, the voice box or the larynx begins to grow. Okay, boys develop larger voice box. The growing voice box in boys can be seen as protruding part of the throat. That is protruding part of the throat in the portion. Right? That is called Adam's apple. Now in girls, larynx is hardly visible from the outside because it is smaller in size. And girls have high-pitched voice, whereas boys have deep voice. I repeat, girls will have high-pitched voice, whereas boys will have a deep voice. In adolescent boys, sometimes the muscles of the growing voice box go out of control and voice becomes higher. So, Mary, voice becomes higher. This state may remain for a few days or weeks, after which voice becomes normal. I hope you understand. So, this is changes in voice. Okay. This voice shape Adam's apple in boys. Okay. The next one, increased activity of the sweat gland secreting sweat. Sweat gland secreting sweat. And sebaceous gland secreting sebum or an oily substance. These sweat gland and sebaceous gland, where are they? They are present in the skin. The skin is formed of outermost layer epidermis. Below that is the dermis. Yeah. Now this dermal layer, below that subcutaneous layer, that it will have several structure as supply of blood vessels, supply of nerve cells and muscle cells, and this sweat gland and sebaceous gland. Where sweat gland will secrete sweat, and that is opening to the exterior through the sweat pores. That is through the sweat pores the sweat comes out. Same way, sebaceous gland, that is secreting an oily substance, that is called a sebum. Sometimes that oily face due to secretion of sebum. I hope you understand. So this is for increased activity of sweat gland and sebaceous gland. That is given in our textbook as during puberty, the secretion of sweat gland and sebaceous gland, that is oil gland, increases. Many young people get acne and pimples on the face at this time because of increased activity of the glands in the skin. Pimple la paru chulula, the paru muhapparu chulula, adu the mari katkarpa, the dot mari, adu the acne. AC spelling chulu, ACNE, acne chulu, acne chulu, acne and pimples, right? So during puberty, secretion of sweat gland and sebaceous gland, that is oil gland, increases, and many young people get acne and pimples, right? So many people get acne and pimple. Pimple na muhaparu. Yeah, that is due to increased activity of this. I hope you follow. Then this. 1 minute. And then a few glands in our textbook, it is given page 116. A few glands such as sweat gland, oil gland and salivary glands release their secretion through ducts. So endocrine glands secrete or release hormones directly into the bloodstream. So they are termed as ductless gland. This we already studied. Role of hormone ductal gland and ductless gland. Ductal gland secretion, they are sent through the ductal gland and the secretion, they are sent via duct. Example, sweat gland, sebaceous gland, salivary gland and other digestive gland secretion. Whereas ductless gland, endocrine, secretion hormone, they are straight away poured into the bloodstream. I hope you follow. Then development of sex organ, that we already studied. Another, at puberty, male sex organ like testes and penis develop completely. Penis is a urinogenital opening in male. The testes also begin to produce sperms. In girl, the ovaries enlarge and eggs begin to mature. The ovaries enlarge and the eggs begin to mature. And also ovary start releasing the mature eggs. And that release of ovum, it is known as ovulation. Release of ovum is called ovulation. I hope you understand. Then in our textbook, page 116, reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. ரொம்ப important படிச்சுக்கோ. Due to adolescence, reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. This plays a major role in the life of a boy or a girl. சரியா? இது வந்து என்ன சொல்ல, the emotional it has to be controlled. It all depends on how we think positively, especially in the society level. How do we select our group of people that we are mingling? அதை வந்து நம்ம ரொம்ப ஜாக்கிரதையாக பார்த்துக்கணும். சரியா? நம்ம ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் சர்க்கிள் வந்து they should have some positive attitude. இதில் தான் நம்மளோட லைஃபே இருக்குது. ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. சரியா? ஸோ நம்ம வந்து ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லாக we have to choose the friend. If they go in negative way, we should move away from them. If they are with the positive approach for anything good to the society, family and of his world, then it is always better. So that's ரொம்ப important. In the teenage adolescence, how we are moving. அதுதான் ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்லுவா. During school days, parents will take us to school. Parents will drop us to school. அப்போ வந்து ஆஃப்டர் காலேஜுக்கு வந்து நம்ம பேரண்ட்டு நம்மளை கூப்பிட மாட்டோம், நம்மளாக தான் போயிருக்கோம் இல்லையா. ஆஃப்டர் ஸ்கூல் லைஃப் வந்து பேரண்ட்ஸ் வந்து நம்மளை கூட்டிகிட்டு போவாங்க. இல்லையா, நம்ம பேரண்ட்ஸு நம்ம தான் நம்மளை பேரண்ட்ஸ் தான் கூட்டிகிட்டு போய் கொண்டு விடுவாங்க இல்லையா. And at the same time, this school life is like a ladder. எப்படி சொல்றீங்கன்னா, ஒரு லேடருக்கு ரெண்டு கம்பு உண்டு இல்லையா. ஸோ அது வந்து ஒரு கம்பு பேரண்ட், அனதர் கம்பு வந்து ஸ்கூல், த டீச்சர்ஸ். ஐ ஹோப் யூ ஆர் லிசனிங். இந்த லேடரோட ரெண்டு கம்பில் ஒன்று வந்து யுவர் பேரண்ட், அனதர் ஒன் இஸ் யுவர் ஸ்கூல், யுவர் டீச்சர்ஸ். ரைட்? அதோட ஸ்டெப்ஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, இந்த கட்ட ஸ்டார்ஸோட ஸ்டெப்ஸ், அது வந்து யுவர் லைஃப். ஃபஸ்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் கேஜிலேருந்து 12th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் வரைக்கும் you will go step by step with the help of the school teachers and the parents, and you are also climbing along with us, right? Then after coming to 12th standard, by now you reach the age of adolescent and you attain maturity. Yeah, then நீ வந்து 12th போயிடுற. அப்புறம் காலேஜுக்கு வந்து நாங்களாம் வரமாட்டோம். Is it not? And then it is up to you to select the gang or group of people where you are mingling. Positive நல்ல சொசைட்டியில் you have to mingle. அதில் தான் உன்னோட லைஃப் இருக்கு. சரியா? So that is we are talking about intellectual, mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. சரியா? அதுதான் reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. Right? Adolescence is also a period of change in a person's way of thinking. Adolescents are more independent than before and are also self-conscious. நீ வந்து என்ன பண்ணுறாங்கிறது உனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். ரைட்டா ராங்கிறத தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். Right? And intellectual development takes place and they tend to spend considerable time thinking. Considerable time of thinking. அதுதான் intellectual development. You should think right or wrong, positive, negative, moving in a right way of society. See? In fact, it is often the time in one's life when brain has greatest capacity of learning. So, the learning நீ வந்து நல்லா செலக்ட் பண்ணணும். சரியா? Sometimes, however, an adolescent may feel insecure while trying to adjust the changes in the body and mind. If you are not able to move in a fit society, we may fear insecure. Yeah, அது வந்து இல்லாம பார்க்கணும். But as adolescent learners, you should know that there is no reason to feel insecure. So these changes are a natural part when you are growing up. I hope you understand. So this is a natural process. Are you clear? So this is as mental, social and intellectual and emotional maturity. I hope you understand. Then mental and emotional changes as it is given. Adolescence is a period during which not only the body but the mind also changes and matures. There is an intellectual development and adolescents start thinking on their own. So, 1 minute. So, there is an intellectual development and adolescents start thinking on their own so that they can be independent from their parents. They can be independent from their parents by the time they reach adulthood. You can be independent from your parents. ஆனாலும் நீ வந்து அம்மா பேச்சு அப்பா பேச்சு சொல்றத கண்டிப்பா கேட்கணும். ஏன்னா 2021ல the society is not that much என்ன சொல்றது what is it, there are negative இதுதான் நிறைய இருக்கு. we feel ஸ்கூல் வேற 2 years ஆகிடுது டியூ டு கொரோனா லாக்டவுன் இல்லையா. ஸோ நீங்கள் வந்து ஸ்கூலில் போய் கற்றுக்கிறது வந்து ரொம்ப கம்மியாகிடுது. அதனால it is up to you to take care of yourself, definitely with the help of parents. சரியா? During this period, they also start to have feelings of sexual attention towards others. Right? So during this period, they also start to have the feeling of sexual attraction towards others. I hope you understand. So this is mental and emotional changes. So the next one, we say it is mental and emotional changes. Mental and emotional changes. So when you go to high class, you have ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. மேம் ஒரு ladder story சொன்னாலே அப்படின்னு ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. அந்த ஸ்டோரி படி தான் நீ வந்து you have to move in a good society, a good friend circle. Okay? So adolescence நம்ம ஜாக்கிரதையா இருக்கணும். Right? The next one, health during adolescence. The body undergoes many changes during adolescence. It is important to take care of the health of the body and mind during this stage of life. So we have physical health and hygiene. I hope you understand. Shall I? Okay. So as a result of physical changes that occur during puberty, adolescence is left with the changed form and has to accept and respect the new changes. Right? Healthy eating can help to maintain physical fitness. Eating nutritious food and balanced diet is a must. It is up to you to keep up your physical fitness. So this is continuation where we will do in the next video session. So far we have learned in this video number 15 as reaching the age of adolescence part 3, where we have learned about sex determination as sex chromosome and then about this puberty and adolescence, and as a result there are these changes in height, changes in body shape, voice change, that is in boys it is Adam's apple, sweat and sebum, that is increased activity of this sweat gland and sebaceous gland resulted in acne and pimple formation. Then mental and emotional changes. Right? We'll continue the lesson in the next video session. Have a nice day. Thank you.